Welcome. So this video is the first one of a series of videos we're going to do on our Cutbirth Cruise 2022. So let's roll our intro and get started. Before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, we took a cruise and took the whole family on a 7-day Caribbean cruise. And I had my reservations about it, but it turned out to be a really, really fun trip. To the point when we got back, we immediately booked a second cruise for our family. And the first time we went on Carnival Cruise Line. The second time we were going to try to go on Royal Caribbean, but then the coronavirus canceled everything. And it got canceled, so we had to wait until years later to go on our second cruise. And it was really after our first cruise that kind of started me wanting to do this channel. We're going on these really epic vacations, and we didn't really have a lot to show for it. Some pictures, lots of memories, but no videos, nothing that we can really look back and watch. And so I purposely started this channel with that in mind, with being able to kind of record and save memories from our trips and then share them with people, with our community and with our family. And so that's kind of the reason why we started this. Was after that cruise, I just talked about how it would have been really neat if we had filmed our journey. That way we could share it and then go back and remember it. So we're doing that with this one. This time it's going to be the Carnival Dream. We're going on the Carnival Cruise Line again. This will be our second time to go on Carnival. And we are headed to the Bahamas. In fact, our first stop is actually going to be Galveston, Texas. We're going to leave out of the port of Galveston. And we're going down a day early so we can hit the Schlitterbahn water park there. Staying in a VRBO. So we'll do a little bit of a video of that one too. And then we're going to go to Schlitterbahn, and then we're going to head out from there, board the ship in the port of Galveston, and head to the Bahamas. So we've got 4 stops. The first one's in Key West, Florida, and then 3 stops in the Bahamas. The Freeport, Half Moon Cay, and then Nassau. And then head back to Galveston. So we are really excited to share this series with you. We really hope you're able to get something out of it. So hit that button down there and subscribe to our video. That way we can see you join our community. We love to see our community grow and become part of the crew. But also, more than that, comment, because we really want to be able to start having some feedback on our videos, whether you love them, whether you hate them. But really, like for these next videos, tell us what you think about the cruise. If you have questions that you would love to see us answer, we really would like to hear those. But also, tell us what your own experiences with cruises, and if you have any tips of how to get something out of them. Otherwise, the next video, coming up next, is our walkthrough of our VRBO there in Galveston and our trip to Galveston Schlitterbahn. This was our home for a couple of days. We got it on VRBO, rented it out instead of doing a hotel room. And we walk in the front door. And there's Mom. Say hello. I am. Living room. Because it works better. Yeah, I know. It works better than in dark places. Reese, you want to plug your channel?
He doesn't.
He's too busy. All right, so we come over here to the kitchen. It's small. We had donuts this morning. It's small, but it's modernized. Got some nice cabinets. It's an older home, but you know, for us, it works great. We had plenty of room. All these houses right along Galveston Island are all going to be a little bit older. Mama, do you have any comments about the VRBO?
Yeah, I think overall it's nice. I think they could work on a few things maybe that they obviously have some issues with. It's kind of had a funk smell every once in a while. And we think that they know because they have an automatic freshener going off every 10 seconds.
So there's an automatic air freshener that goes off every once in a while. And in between, you start to smell kind of a sewer-ish smell. Like maybe the sewer backs up a little bit, the fumes. So it does have a little bit of a smell every once in a while. But you know what? They're working on that. And like I said, it's an older home. The only TV in the house was right there, but we hardly watched it. And 3 bedrooms. First one is here on the left. This is where the girls stayed, right here. It is cold in their room. And then the boys had the bunk beds. Now I hear that Galveston's one of the most haunted islands in the U.S. That's what they say. First bathroom. You can tell that our kids are used to a lot of space because whenever we first walked in here, Addie goes, warning, the bathroom is small. It's really not that small. It's pretty much average size, but this is laundry, little area. Back patio, there is a house back there, as you can see, and there are people that live in the back, but they were very quiet and they take care of this area. They were doing the lawn and stuff yesterday morning. So, and then the master bedroom, it's got a king size bed. It was comfortable. Okay, ceiling fan. And then the master bathroom, again, updated. It's got some updated features. You can tell some things are old and haven't been updated yet. Other things have been updated. And the bathroom. Here we go. All right, so Schlitterbahn used to be free parking. I don't know, a lot of things have changed about Schlitterbahn. The company, I think, has come into some hard times, so they've kind of changed their policy, I guess. Now it's free parking away from the park. You see here, and then you've got, this is a $20 parking lot, but it says it's full, so I guess it's prepaid. And then way up next to the park is a $30 parking spot, so you can go up there. But free parking is back here, which is still not that bad. I just let the kids and Ashley off up by the gate, and they're going to be waiting in line while I move forward. Well, I'll go and park in the free parking lot and then start marking our way over to the Schlitterbahn Water Park. We have actually stayed in that hotel right there before. It's not a bad hotel, but it's not near the beach. So really, the only time that you're really going to want to stay there is if you're going to the Moody Gardens, which, if I'm not mistaken, it's that pyramid looking thing over there. So it's we've never been to that place before, so I don't know what it's there, but you're within walking distance of Schlitterbahn. And I want to say it's the name of the hotel is the Inn at Schlitterbahn. All I know is that it would have been far more expensive for us to stay there and get 2 rooms than for us to rent a hotel room, rent the VRBO that we're in right now, and then drive here. So ultimately it works out. So just so you know when you're coming, that it's $20 for parking up here, $30 for right next to the place, and then free way in the back. And that's news to us. That was different than the last time that we were here. But we are approaching the park, as you can see, and everybody else should be already in line. It's hot here. It's 88 degrees, but the sun is really, really bright today, so it is hot. It's lunchtime. It's burgers, pizza, Carly Bear. Kaden, say hi. Liam. We got some chicken tenders. I forgot Paisley's pizza, so she got left out. Everybody else got some pizza. Fries are actually pretty good. What'd you say they were?
Bussin'.
They were bustin'?
Bussin'.
Oh, okay.
They have the same one.
All right, boys.
Yes.
Tell me about the world-breaking roller coaster. World record roller coaster, water coaster. First of all, what was its name? Do you remember?
Massive.
Massive? Was that the real name? Massive?
Yeah.
Okay. Massive. And tell me about it. Was it?
It wasn't really massive, but it kind of felt short. But
kind of felt like what?
it kind of felt short. It wasn't very,
Short?
It wasn't very big.
Of course, it's a water coaster, so you can't really compare it to like a roller coaster. So, but Caden, you've ridden lots of water coasters. How does it compare to other water coasters?
It's up there.
Up there, as in up there boring, up there better.
Better.
Oh, okay. So, what is it like? Explain it.
Water slide?
We're sitting here because we're trying to see whether or not this is going to come in. Got some dark clouds on the horizon. Yeah, got some dark clouds on the horizon. It's not looking too good. So we may end up having to try to wait out a storm here for a little bit and see where we go from there. All right, Reese, what's happening?
Basically,
Speak loud.
Okay, so guys, me and the sisters were just going on the dragon blasters, and then it started, and then after that ride, then it started raining.
It started raining. So some people could care less about the rain, like this lady that's just lounging out. It is absolutely pouring and it's cold. The rain is really cold and she could care less. I personally give her. I mean, look at that come down. And she's just. I mean, listen. I give her a lot of credit. I mean that. I consider myself a pretty gutsy person. I wouldn't be just lounging in the rain. No, she's just taking it all. Look, it's just another day. Yes.
Basically, there's a lot of broken stuff on the. There's a lot of bullets on the ceiling.
We're doing okay because we're underneath this little hatch roof thing here, but it is raining. I mean, it is absolutely drenching us.
It's like Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Where are the boys?
They're riding rides. The boys are troopers.
They don't care. I'm more for not getting struck by lightning. I'm more of that type.
There's no lightning yet. My lightning detector now it is cold. That rain is cold. And I mean it is really coming down.
I don't care.
So we are currently in a rain delay of our Schlitterbahn trip. This is what you do when you get stuck in the rain in a theme park. You sit here and let it see if it'll pass.
Swimming underwater with permits, you'll pass it. Like going underwater.
Cheese! Neither one of the kids they didn't want a tube, so they're just having to Paisley, what was your impressions of Schlitterbahn?
Excuse me. Dirty.
Schlitterbahn Galveston.
It was dirty, but it was fun. My feet was hurting.
Your feet are burned,
Yes.
but explain to me what you mean by dirty.
There was like sticks, leaves, dirt, sand, anything that comes from the ground in those pools and on the slides.
It did look like there was maybe a lack of cleaning every once in a while. Carly, do you have an opinion?
Like Paige said, it's really dirty.
It rained too.
Yeah, the blue and white slide hurt your back,
It's great.
but they're fine.
Ashley had the same feelings. She said she felt like that it had been kind of let go. Ashley?
It's definitely been neglected since we were here 4 years ago. 4 years ago when we came, I felt like everything had like a fresh coat of paint and it was nice, and we almost were like preferring it over the new Braunfels Schlitterbahn. And then we came this time and the slides were all working, so that wasn't an issue, I guess. And there was some new stuff, so that was nice. But overall, the bathrooms were disgusting. I mean, exposed insulation in the ceilings. There's trash everywhere. Employees were very disgruntled. I mean, I heard more than one employee say, "I can't wait to leave. I hate working here," that sort of stuff. And so nobody was overly nice. And so it was just a lot of that kind of gave you a weird vibe throughout the park. So.
All right. Reese, do you have an opinion of Schlitterbahn?
So basically, this is just my opinion, so don't blame me. Blame somebody else. Like, blame Maddie or something, because she was the one who made me do.
Maddie. Okay, Reese, tell me what your opinion is.
So I think the mat racers was my favorite, but there's one part I just don't get. It's too dark in there and too hot. But I like it sorta, because it's so hot in there. It's so hot and dark in there.
Addie, what do you like? Do you like Schlitterbahn?
Yeah, and my favorite part was, I think
You gotta say the mat racers. Please say mat racers. It's hot.
the lazy river.
You like the Lazy River?
Yeah,
What part of Lazy River? Do you like the rapids or the torrent river, or where it's really calm?
I like it when it had the big waves and big drops.
So the big
The
rain.
one that we went 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's the rapids. Yeah, the rapids portion of it. Okay.
Yeah, from down.
My camera malfunctioned toward the end of the trip, and we lost a lot of our footage. So there's a lot part of the second half of the day that we didn't get, and the kids they all had those underwater pouches for their phones, and we're supposed to video, and they just got running around having so much fun that they forgot, which I think is funny because their overall impressions coming away from it were slightly negative. Simply that our family does a lot of theme parks, and we're used to going to theme parks that are being, kept up nicely. And I have to say that I agree with all the rest of the kids that this park definitely had it looked like had started to let it go a little bit. It just had the feel of a much older park that was not being well kept. Definitely not what we, especially Ashley and I that grew up going to like Schlitterbahn in New Braunfels, and it's not what we expect from a Schlitterbahn park. We were really expecting that same really nice park that we've been to twice, and this is the third time we've come, and I think we all kind of left with that feeling of it didn't keep up to expectations. They still had a ton of fun. Schlitterbahn still allows you to bring in food. I saw a lot of families there that were bringing in picnics and things. That's kind of different. Schlitterbahn's always praised themselves on two things: free parking, and you are allowed to bring in food and picnic to the park, where most other parks won't allow you to do that. And the free parking, there's still free parking, but you also can pay for upgraded parking, and then you still are able to bring in food. So that's kind of our review of Schlitterbahn. Next part of our trip will be getting on the boat and our experience with boarding, as well as leaving. I guess they call it as embarkment. I'm not saying that right. One of them is boarding, one of them is coming in. I don't know. I got to remember my terms. Before halfway through this trip, I'll be saying everything in cruise terms. The Lido deck and everything like that. But I'll have to remember that as we get going. Okay, so we got to get the car packed and head on to our parking spot.